I'm Amy Benbow and I'm a Senior Project Engineer at Built. My academic journey started here at Deakin University, Geelong Waterfront. I studied a double degree of Architecture and Construction Management, which was a 5-year double degree. In my third year of my double degree, I started my career in the construction industry. I started working at Slattery, a quantity surveying firm in Melbourne, in the city. And I was really focused, just because it's such a long degree, I really wanted to start in the industry before my degree was over. So I worked there for 2 years until my final year at university. In my 5th and final year, I started at Multiplex, a Tier 1 construction company, when I only had 6 months left in my degree. And then I was there for 3 years. I really enjoyed it there. It was a really fast-paced working environment. I left there after 3 years and worked for a client-side project management company for a year. I really missed working for the builder side of things, so I found my way back to Built, where I've worked for 2 years now. My current role is Senior Project Engineer at Built, and I'm working on the Geelong Convention Centre development at the moment. I'm looking after the audiovisual package and the ICT network package. My day-to-day role includes liaising with the client groups, ensuring their operational requirements are outlined, and that's communicated to our consultants and subcontractors and is being captured within the design and being implemented on site as well. Another part of my role is making sure that all of the design requirements are being fed back through to our subcontractors and built supervisors, and ensuring that the work on site is being undertaken in a safe way and to a high standard of quality. The qualities I believe are required to be a successful senior project engineer are organised. It's very important on a project of any size. There's a lot of moving parts. That's a really important quality. Another is resilience. There are some challenging aspects of any construction project, and to be able to have some resilience and push through and come out on the other side is really important. And the other is open-mindedness. Every project's really different. Every builder does things really differently, and every client wants things done differently also. So being open to different ways of doing things, and even thinking outside of the box and what you can bring in each scenario is really important. What I enjoy most about my role and about working in the construction industry is the challenges themselves. Every day is really different, and I never know what challenges I'm going to face, but I always come out the other side having learnt a lot. Another really enjoyable part of my role is looking back at the end of a project and seeing what's been accomplished. Throughout all the highs and lows, being able to sit back and say that I was involved in that project is a really rewarding experience. I actively seek out challenges on the construction projects that I've been involved in. For example, the AV and ICT packages I'm currently looking after, which are really technically heavy. And there's a lot of information that needs to be interpreted and implemented into the design and out on site, because it's something that we haven't necessarily studied at university, and it's something that you need to use the skills that you have by leaning on client operators, consultants and the subcontractors who are specialists of what they do and what they provide. That can be really challenging for people to be able to get the information you need and use that in a way that's successful. Another challenge that I've faced recently was I was on maternity leave for 12 months and I've only just recently returned to the Geelong Convention Centre project. And that has been a challenge because I've been balancing that work life on a large scale project, doing some really technical heavy packages, but I've had incredible support from the Built team and a lot of understanding from consultants, client groups and subcontractors, and I've come out the other side much more capable of balancing the two. I was really unsure about where I wanted my career to go, because there are endless possibilities within the industry but also within the construction company Built. And I considered services management, design management, CA even, and where I'm really confident I'd like to pursue and where I'd really like my career to go is the project management stream. The real next steps for me to be able to progress to that next career stage is management of people and really client-heavy interfaces. So that's something that this project, Geelong Convention Centre, will offer me to be able to support my career growth. The best piece of advice that I could give would be to be open-minded. There's such an array of opportunities in the construction industry as well as for working for a builder in particular. If it's design, services, contract administration, what I found when I was coming through is I thought the options were project management or project management. So it's really nice to get into the industry and to see that there are so many more opportunities.